One for all.
All for one.
People talk to people.
And people understand.
Awesome. Awesome. You're welcome. Sorry, ma. What do you do currently?
I used to, I make products on skincare.
Okay. Skincare. Awesome. What do you do, ma?
I'm into health.
Health.
Health professional.
You're a health practitioner. Natural health, right? Or mainstream medicine?
It's NGO.
NGO. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to know so I have an idea of, how to address. Ebony World is about preaching. It's about giving a message to people. And what is that message? The message is a message of freedom. When God made us, He made us champions. Because so many had to die that we could live. And I'm not talking about your ancestors. I'm talking about your conception. How many spermatozoa had to be liquidated that your own may fertilize, become an embryo, be gestated in the womb, and after 9 months you emerged. That was the first race. You won that one. So for all of us who are here, we are winners. The fact that we are even human beings, we are winners. When we were born without chains. We were born free. Is there anyone that was given birth to by a slave here? Anyone? Is there anyone that was born into slavery here?
No.
We were born free. And so as we were growing, we had great expectations of life. I want to do this. There was no limitation to our imagination as little kids. Right?
Yes,
we could have been anything we wanted to be. We now begin to play. When we would play, you are this one, you are this one, you are daddy, you are mommy, you are this, you are that. Awesome. Those were very exciting times of our lives. But as we began to grow, life began to penetrate us. When we say life, it is not natural elements. It is men who are dealing with us. Chains are then put upon us. Sometimes we don't even know. I was talking to one of my kids this morning, and he was talking to me about dreams, dreams. And those dreams that were frightening as to what she was experiencing with relations. And it just brought Ebony to my mind again. We are born free, but everywhere man is in chains. Those chains are imposed by men. And how are they imposed? One of the ways, the greatest chain that is on our neck is called salary. Salary. Salary is the bribe they give you to forget about your dreams, to forget about your purpose, to forget about why you are here. They pay you sufficiently to keep you from resigning. Are we together? And you too, you put in sufficiently to stop them from sacking you. Everybody is putting in just the minimum that is required to ensure that relationship somehow will continue. And then we continue that dance for 40 years, 35 years, and then we retire. When we retire, we start now asking ourselves, what am I to do with my life? But your life is gone. Your useful life is about 40 years. $40 divided into 4 quartiles of 10 years each. Starting age 25 when you probably graduated. By the time you are 34, 35, you have done your first quartile. From 35 through 45, you have done your second quartile. From 45 through 55, you have done your third quartile. From 55 through 65, you have done your final and fourth and final quartile. 65 plus, you are on overtime. 45 to 55. 25 to 35.
No, after 45.
Where's the break?
There's a break here. Before you now move from 45 to 55.
We are saying the same thing. This is the first half. This is first half. There's no break. Second half. But we are breaking them down into quartiles. So, by the time you finish here and you have gone beyond 65, you are on overtime. That is why they will say 35 years in service or 65, whichever one comes earlier. You must go. Whichever one comes earlier, because after 65, you have become a burden. Your bones are complaining. You need to go to the clinic. Some are becoming a little senile up there. You know. So at this time, your useful life is gone. Useful life. Here, all that is left is chaff. For the majority, that is the story. Unfortunately, many will now come out when their time is over. That's when they want to start a business. Hello? There is nothing. The chains are too entrenched. They are too strong, too solid, that you can't even move. So they try, they can't, so they go back to pension. So every month they queue up at a local government or somewhere waiting for pension, because the chain of salary, they've not been able to remove it. They are in chains. I would call that financial freedom. That's the first thing they take away from them. They take away your financial freedom. All these 40 years, they will tell you when to wake up and when to sleep. They will tell you when to be sick and when not to be sick, because at least they will sack you. So even when you are sick, you pretend you are not sick. We are in that life. It's not. In fact, the more intelligent you are, when I say intelligent, I'm talking about IQ. The higher your IQ, the higher the possibility that you'll be under this chain called salary. Because you are the one that will pay the most to remain there. You will be MD, but you are in chains. You will be GM, but you are in chains. Good afternoon. Something happens as you move through these quartiles. As you move through these quartiles, your currency is what? Time, money, and what? Health. Are we together? Three currency: time, money, time, money, health. So, in your first half, in fact, your first quartile, you have time, you have health, you don't have money. Are we together? Ebony world? I am talking to my guests. Don't worry about the old people. In your first quartile, you have time, you have health, You combine these two to look for money. As you get into your second quartile, you have money, you have health, but you don't have time. You're always busy, going up and down, from one meeting to another, from one occasion to another. Then as you move through the third quartile into the fourth quartile, you discover that you have time, you have money, but you don't have health. What Ebony is trying to do is to ensure that henceforth you are operating from a place of advantage. Time, money, health. Ebony is placed right in the middle, where this is what you call a Venn diagram, right? For those of us who did mathematics, this is a Venn diagram. Ebony is trying to place you right at the heart of it all, where you have time, money, and health. Like I am enjoying now. I have unlimited time. I decide when I want to wake up. I decide when I want to sleep. Thank God you are in health. I am my own best doctor. I am my own best doctor. I don't think I've visited a doctor except for dentition, in the last 20 or so years. So I've been at this game. And then as for money, money is not our problem at all. This is how we define the richest person. The richest person is not the one who has accumulated the most money. The richest person is the one who has the least need. The richest person is the one who has the least need. If you don't have any need at all, you are rich. You are not in health need, you are not hungry, you don't need accommodation, school fees. You can imagine if government was paying school fees for all our children up to university level. Do you know what burden that takes away from you? Imagine if there's free health. You can just walk into the hospital and they attend to your health. Imagine that every couple who gets married, government provide housing for them. No, just imagine that. That was what was happening in Libya in the time of Gaddafi. It's not just imagination. It's happened. It's happened. It's possible. It's possible. But man's inhumanity to man has taken away those privileges from us. Libya is not as rich as Nigeria. What Nigeria has, very few countries can boast of them. Okay? So, what we have come to do now is, hey, we are bringing back to you time freedom, health freedom, financial freedom, all kinds of freedom, relationships, social freedom. We bring all of this under the term economic freedom. Economic freedom. Economic freedom. Without economic freedom, there is no freedom. We got our independence in 1960 as a nation. But really, are we independent? Any political superstructure you build is superfluous, will crumble without a solid economic base. There must be a solid economic foundation. But the economy itself is driven by human beings, not by robots. We hear people, here now they talk about performing governor. They are declaring open a bridge, overhead bridge. They are declaring open an agency of government that without adding value to the manpower itself. The Chinese say, if you are planning for 1 year, you plant crops. If you are planning for 1 decade, you plant trees. If you are planning for 1,000 years, a millennia, you plant men. Ebony is planning for eternity. So Ebony is about people. Bringing freedom to people. I've mentioned all this. If you are still in any way encumbered, or any of this is still a challenge to you, You are in chains. And Ebony is complete. Ebony is complete. It's a complete system. It addresses all of this together under one roof. For education, for instance, we have our Ebony Scholar that addresses your education. Full scholarship for your children if you understand what to do from kindergarten through university. Is it health? We have eHealth Plus that addresses your health from cradle to grave. When you die, Ebony will be there to be part of the undertakers to ensure, hey, you are giving good rest. I was watching, there's something I first saw that on social media, the so-called ritualist den in Benin that happened recently. You saw it? I first saw it. We didn't see it. Where corpses were left standing and, you know.
No, it's not ritualism.
I'm just mentioning, I first saw it.
I saw it.
You saw it. It was not a ritualist den. It's mortuary of people left unburied for several years. I first also read about the landlord who died in Ibadan recently. 4 years. Huh? In Ebony, that can't happen, man, because there was somebody looking out for you. I can't even imagine that happening to me, even though I live alone. It can never happen. Why? This man will allow it to happen. Because if you don't see me one day, somebody will call. My phone, if it doesn't really, okay, and he didn't make any post in the last, if I don't even make post in one day, there's problem. There will be people looking for me that I didn't make a. No talk of 4 years. It's not even possible. I say it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Why? Because on a daily basis, I'm adding value to people's lives. There are people waiting for me. In fact, this man, every night, in fact, before daybreak now, where's Tosin? It's not possible. Hello, it's not possible. We are asking you to become so useful. And that's why I tell my people, hustle, 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 hustle. Until what? Until what? This man doesn't even jazzy. Hustle until what? Until you don't have to introduce yourself to people. Build your brand to the point when you appear, you don't even need to introduce yourself. Because everybody knows you. Hustle until you never have to introduce yourself. If you didn't wake up this morning, will anybody miss you? I'm asking. And I'm not talking about your wife and children. That's what happened to that man. The only people he was in party was his wife and children. He had just divorced his wife in Port Harcourt and abandoned the 4 flats that he has in Port Harcourt and left for the wife and the children. He came to Ibadan. He built a new place. He was not relevant to the community. Nothing. He just goes in and comes out. So when he died, nobody missed him. For 4 years. The only reason they went looking at that place was because snakes were not coming out of that place and disturbing the whole neighborhood. Let's go and clear the place. That's how they saw his skeleton. With 3 phones on his bed. His car was still in his compound, overgrown by weeds. In fact, his window was open. His plasma TV was still on the wall. That's what you call wealth? No. People. That's what we are about. It's only people that will help to loosen your chains. The more you also help people to loosen their chains, the more your chains are also broken. Okay? That's what Ebony World is about. And we invite you to join us to begin to enjoy these benefits. Education, entrepreneurship, financial support, a lot of things that are there. Right? But to get our money to support you in whatever you do, we are only asking you to help spread our message. Of what? Of freedom. Won't you help to sing the songs of freedom? It's all I ever heard. Redemption songs. How many of us know that song? Bob Marley. It's all I ever heard. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. Well, none of them can hold all the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Woo! How many of us know that song? I hope I'm not becoming a reggae star here inside the church.
So yes.
Sir? Yes, freedom. 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 If not for your... Hello, I was thinking this morning, of what use is all this my labor? I won't sleep. Gather, working. And there is no person to carry on the legacy when I'm gone. Because the time will come I have to go. Somebody just died in Britain. Who? The whole world is shaking. That was the biggest landlord on earth. 6.6 billion acres of land. 6.6 billion acres. She has land all over the world. Kingdom K. She's the head of state of Australia. She's the head of state of New Zealand. She's the head of state of Canada. She's the head of state of several, about 15, 18 countries. Plus UK. She's the head of state. The only person who never needs a visa, in fact, she doesn't even have a passport. No, because all licenses are issued in her name. But you know for how long that thing has been. I was now reading the story of how she became queen. You know, her uncle, King Edward, that one abdicated the throne for her own father, King George VI, to ascend the throne. Otherwise, she was not in line for that thing. Why did the other one leave? Why did the other one leave? That one left because he loved one woman like that, who was Ashawu. They cut him off. When he fell sick later, that woman abandoned him. A man who abandoned an empire to marry you, the woman abandoned him. That man died a pauper. He was not even given a king's burial. He was buried among paupers. He was totally rejected from the lineage of kings.
That's the king to be. Yeah.
He was king. Not that he was king up to be. He was already king. He came down from being king. When they told him he could not marry that woman, who was a woman of easy virtue.
So who followed the woman now?
Followed the woman. Eventually the woman left him. He died suffering. Now, why am I going through this? This woman, she didn't build this wealth. This wealth has been passed from generation to generation. She has just passed it to her son, who is now King Charles III. They didn't bring it from heaven, no. It started with one person. Lasting wealth takes generations to build. No singular person can build wealth that will last without having generations who will carry it on. Now, you, how many are you inherited that you are going to perpetuate? Nothing. Are you going to die on song? Or will you be the beginning of that change in your own... Forget about whether you be man or be woman. Now woman I die, so no be man, no. That come saying that I be woman. It has nothing to do with it, oh. Whether you be man or be woman, no matter how. You are a human being. And I was now thinking, I was asking myself, but this lady, the father was a man, King George deceased. And she is a woman, Elizabeth. Are you with me? But Elizabeth is now passing it to her own son. In other words, I don't even need to have sons to perpetuate myself and my legacy. You didn't hear me? So the girl child is as important as the boy child. So you are just as important as your brothers and sisters in your family. You can be the beginning. You can change the story of your family through generations. It can start with you. That is what Ebony is about. Are you interested? That's the question. Thank you very much. Can we just clap for them? Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Now, to join us is a once-in-a-lifetime subscription. Once in a lifetime subscription. And that subscription is 10,000 naira. 10,000. We have various pathways through which you can enter into Ebony. We have for the low, we have for the middle, we have for the high. For the low, we have these two, Explorer and Navigator. But Navigator is for those who are already having something they are doing. They're busy at something and they want to take it to the next level. And they want to begin to feel the financial impact of Ebony very, very quickly. So you come in with 10,000. It's once and for all. There's no renewal fee. Now for the higher levels, we have what we call the range. That one is 100,000. Then we also have the phantom, which is 1 million to join. But of course, two people went to see the native doctor. They were praying for rain in their various villages. So they, having consulted the oracle, told them to go and bring sacrifice. That the sacrifice they bring is according to their capacity, whatever they have. There's no fixed sacrifice that is required. So one came back with a very big rabbit. Another one came back with a very big goat. And the oracle accepted both sacrifice. Not too long thereafter, rain fell. In one town, it fell for about a day. It stopped. In another place, it was falling continuously. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After about 4 months, the two of them came back to come and give appreciation. And one was complaining. Me too, I best sacrifice. How come the one that fell in my place only killed the crops? Because he just wetted them and they were trying to grow. Some scorched all of them. He said the rain was according to the sacrifice. The Bible said it. He who sows sparingly shall reap sparingly. He who sows bountifully shall reap bountifully. What you are putting in is your seed. You are sowing. When we say register with this amount, you are sowing. It's not your money we need. As you can see, we are only just spreading message. But we're asking you to sow a seed to that future that you can picture. So it depends on how big that future is for you. Okay? So if you think, 1,005, that's all I'll give them. No problem. 10,000, no problem. From each according to his ability. Back to each according to what? According to his contribution. This will not be a monkey they walk back with the chop. Everybody according to their level. Hello? Ebony what? Hello? Hi. Now, what's the difference? If I come in with 1,500, doing what we ask you to do, you are entitled to about 5 million cumulative, starting from top like that. If I come in with 10,000, doing the same thing that this person is also doing, you are entitled to about 50 million plus. Not only that, at the end, you are entitled to about 100,000 naira monthly for life, for the rest of your life. 100,000 naira monthly for the rest of your life. Now, I'm not going to go into the technical details. Okay? Then for those of us who may aspire for a little more, well, I will advise, start with this first and even test the waters before we begin to step it up. Any questions? My presentation is over. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
My question is, you said Ebony will give you more in terms of health, more financial freedom, and time.
Yes.
How do we give all without financial freedom? Okay. How do we be financially free?
Okay, that's what I just tried to explain now. It is, I said, in order to enjoy that financial support from Ebony, you have to spread our message. We pay people who spread this message of freedom effectively. And how do we know you have spread it effectively? That I have given you, that's why we say people talk to people and people understand. I talk to you about the message of freedom and you understand and you now choose, I want to join these people. We call ourselves economic freedom fighters. I want to join these economic freedom fighters that we are raising so that me too, as I'm fighting for myself, I'm fighting for my nation, I'm fighting for my community, I'm fighting for my family. I'm not just fighting for my family, for everybody. Okay? Our vision is that to attain economic inclusion for everybody. That's our vision, that everybody will be economically empowered. So anybody who assists us in pushing that message out, because we want the whole world to be part of this message, we reward them with our capital to support their business. Now, how much you then get from us depends, number one, on how you entered. So the one who entered with 10,000 should not expect to get the same benefit as the one who entered with 1 million. Right? Are we together? The one who entered with 1,005 should not expect to get the same benefit as the one who entered with 10K. I entered with 1,005 and I continued the message. 10 people now say, yes, we love this message, and through me they come in. Through me they come in. This is what you will get. You are going to get two things quickly. You get 950 naira plus a certificate. You also get 1,800 naira plus your ID card. Here's my ID card. Yes, plus your ID card. Plus your ID card. That's what you get. Okay? Now, but I came in with 10,000 and 10 people also joined me to enter the community. What do I get? You get, initially you get a certificate, immediately you entered. Then you now get 6,000 plus this ID card. You get another 10,000 plus a t-shirt and a face cap branded from Ebony. That's to start with. Now, the same message that you have given out, the people you are talking to, they also carrying on the same message. Okay? Now, assuming that I only brought in 10, I didn't do more than that. But my people, my 10, also brought in their own 10. That's 100 that have come in. That 100 will be spread into my team. Teamwork makes the dream work. We don't work alone. We work with our people. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, as those ones join, the first thing you also get, you get 35,000 here, and they get another 90,000 here. Whereas here, you get 3,350, and here you get 5,000 naira. Consider there's a word of difference. Now, the difference only heightens as you rise to the rank, because as more people join, you rise in the hierarchy. Okay? Now, here, as you come into what we call phase 2, this one gets 15,000, and this one gets 150,000. This one gets 40K, this one gets 400K. So this one is 10 times as powerful as this. This one gets 2.8 million here, this one gets 28 million here. Are you seeing the difference now? So there's a huge difference. So it's tabulated, but like I said, I'm not going into the technical details now because I'll be boring you. Okay? You want to go and buy a car. Because when you are, as a woman, you're looking at the beauty, the color, the touch, AC is working. Okay? It's when you start using it that you begin to look at, how do I change the brake pad? When tire less, how did they fix it? Speed limit and all those other things. You understand? So these are the technical details, but I've given you the broad picture. Okay? Now, I can talk to you like this because I have experience. You don't have experience even if you joined us. You are not bigger than this baby. You are a baby in our midst. So what we ask you to do is bring your contacts to us or give your contacts to us so that we can help you to speak to them while you watch us talk and learn to talk, learn to speak our language. Groom yourself until you never have to introduce yourself whenever you appear. Go ahead, all the questions. Sorry?
I'm confused.
Okay.
That's Explorer and Navigator. You said why is Explorer 1.5 and that one is 10K?
Yes.
And the rates at which the rate
They are compensated, yes.
Yes, the rate
It's different.
I don't really understand.
Okay.
And,
Can I take it?
Is it a must I go for navigation when I want to drop 10K?
Yes.
So is it a must? How is Navigator more as in is it more high rate?
Yes. Okay, now when we take it to our site, we are going to bring up that other banner now that contains exclusively the plans. Though we have it there, can you look with me towards this place? Can you read from, this one is Explorer. Can you read from there?
Yes.
This is Navigator. Can you read from there?
Yes.
Okay. This is Range. And then this is Phantom. I don't want to talk about these two. This is the e-health for those in health. This is for Scholar, for those in school. But let me leave those two. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, if I come in with 1,005, it's like I bought keke. The load keke can carry. I mean, the load Ayaz bus can carry, keke cannot carry it. Where Ayaz bus will reach, keke cannot reach there. Are you seeing the difference now? That's the first difference. Then number 2 is that the one who buys Range is like the person who went out to go and buy trailer. The load trailer will carry. If your highest bus carry him, it will die. You know, leave that place. Are you with me now? Then the one who now buys Phantom is like the person who will go and buy Rolls Royce. The work where Rolls Royce go do, no be trailer go do. Oh. If I make trailer big, they are two different things. Phantom, Rolls Royce is about lifestyle. It's about say I have arrived. You don't understand? Yes. Money is not my problem. That's what Phantom is. Phantom is not for people who never chop belly full. Phantom is for companies or the ultra rich. We call them ultra rich. Because that place you are going to get over 4 billion. 4 billion, what does an individual want to do with 4 billion? So that's why we're looking at corporate more. Corporate will use that more. But range, you are getting about 400 million. Yes, from there I can buy whatever car I want. Okay? But it is not about the money. The money is not what you put in front of. Okay? You, what are you ready to do, contribute to achieve this kind of result? It's not the money. The money will come. The money is a consequence of you doing what we ask you to do. And what are we asking you to do? Spread this message. Hey, have you heard about Ebony? Where it's about this, about that. What do you do? That's where I started from. What do you do? What do you do? It's about what you do. And the next thing is, how do we add value to what you do? And then how does what you do add value to the community? You said you are in health, which is great. I'm also in health, by the way. So when we now begin to talk, how can our health practices help now to reduce disease, poverty? After all, health is wealth. Abi? How can we link all this? How can we educate the people? They get better because of us. That's important for us. That's what we do. That's what we are interested in. How many are we able to use it to help? Okay? So you are into, you said something just now. What did you say yourself? Skincare, beautiful. One of the things that we expect, for instance, and I like what I see. I like what I see. Why did I say I like what I see? You're black and beautiful. Yeah, you are black and you are beautiful. Don't change it. That should be your message to the people. You can even see your hair. Say everything about you is just what I admire. And this is the message we want to carry to people. And they should see you as the embodiment of our message. Okay. Oh, you're not here. We've already taught some things this morning. You know. So you are the message. When you say you are doing skincare, so that's why I'm looking at you. If you are bleached, me, if I don't turn my back, I know if you talk about them. No, because you are looking for skin cancer. This is melanin. Or you both they are going to go and do suntan so that they can have it. And God has given it to us naturally. You are a goddess. Appreciate who you are. Whoever is not proud of their color is not fit to live. It's not me who said that. That's Martin Luther King. We must be proud of who we are. If I'm yellow, like me, I'm yellow small like this. Okay. If I'm black, okay. God who created us this way. So when we see into cosmetology, then you should come out with things that just enhances and accentuates what we naturally are. If you are black, be black and beautiful. If you're yellow, it's okay, no problem. We should be proud of who we are. Okay? So we need you now to also come in and begin. We'll give you a platform to begin to educate people. But you can't succeed here if you don't love people. If you love people, when I say love people, as in love to help people, you are very welcome. But if your own is, I just want to make money for myself, my children, my husband, just continue with your selling. You make money there. No, it's okay. You make money there, isn't it? And go ahead and do that. It's okay. But this is a place for those who just love helping people. For instance, she is here. She's already in the system, but she's here this morning for continuation of her telecommunication education on telecommunications business. Okay, but when she was paying for that course, she didn't really realize she was coming for something bigger than that. Yes, did you? We didn't ask her for a dime. So it's not so much about the money. People are standing here and are giving value. They are giving again and again and again and again, giving of themselves. We are spending ourselves for the betterment of this. Look at what's happening now. Another political cycle has come. People, I already see them bagging beans, bagging gari, even ordinary plantain chips that they want to give to people so that they can sell their vote for the next 4 years. It's not because of hunger. We are trying to see how we can remove that hunger. When you remove that, people can think more clearly. People can take more rational decisions. You now don't see how they're going to even give you 2-5 and say, come and vote for me. You take the money, you pocket it, you still go and vote your conscience.
No, that one is big now. When they are giving gala to go and vote.
No, seriously. And people are killing people for gala to go and vote. That you didn't vote for this one.
Gala. Not even full gala.
No.
Not even full gala. I cannot laugh. 20 naira gala.
Are we together? But sorry. If people are not economically empowered, anything will go. They will fall for anything. Yeah, that's the truth. So the first thing, and then we have also realized that, you see, there's enough to go around everybody. That's what Ebony is doing. There's enough to go around. The thing you met us discussing just now when you came in, we were discussing our new system that is coming up at the end of this month, which is the Ebony Mart, that ensures that, where's your cosmetic shop? Where is it? Is it from home or you have a shop? Oh, great. But at least you have some customers now. Do you sell?
Yeah, I make product I used to.
Okay. Now, one of the things we do once you come in is begin to patronize you immediately. Buy from you and then test your product. So we are giving you a market. So that's what we call, you're already into what we call you are going into entrepreneurship. You are not yet there. You are going into entrepreneurship. And how do we define entrepreneurship? Oh, no. How do we define entrepreneurs? Before I go into entrepreneurship, that's something else again. Entrepreneurs are those who build their business around a network and build a network around their business. Yes, when you've done that, your business can't fail. You build your business around a network, and then you build a network around your business. It's double security. And the economic tsunami that is coming, all those who are standing there is going to wash them away. It is the network you build around yourself that sustains you through those economic crises. Every rich man has a network. Every rich man, there's no rich man that doesn't have a network. Mention one, I'll tell you his network. Of course, you know Dangote has a network. Oh, no, you know. If not, you have seen that network of trailers all over the place. I'm not even talking of cement shops. I'm not talking of petrol. I'm not even talking about all those ones. So you have who else? Is it Jimovia? You know it's network of bank all over the place. I'm not talking of real estate. I'm not talking of shares. Who else can you tell me? No, you don't mention one rich man, I'll tell you their network. Everybody has a network. Hello? And you want to be rich, Abby? But you don't want to do what the rich are doing. It's too hard for you. Sorry, yo. No, sorry, yo. Sorry, ma. Have I explained the difference a little more now? Because really, when we bring that, the banner, all our plans are depicted by cars. So you see the various cars and you see what they do. Person will go buy Kia and person will go buy Benz. Now the same thing. You see, the way you take laughs, if you understand. Like you now, if as you be now, let's say they put Kia here and I know it will contain you. You are a big girl. You just squeeze yourself in like this. Because you are big, you are tall and you are huge. You just squeeze yourself in. But if you put Benz like that, you do you go relax well. Now. You know if they bring that Kia now, this lady she can enter. Okay, you know see that like she will fit enter. All these small boys they go enter. We probably go don't enter. But you go to squeeze yourself enter. Say, I bet make her shift that chair, make her stretch my legs more. If they don't shift it, you still have cramps. It's the way God made you, so you are made for big things. So go for the big things. Don't go for explorer, it not fit you. Yes.
As you are talking, okay,
yes, go ahead. Okay, don't forget your question. Okay, go ahead.
Something dropped to my mind.
Great, man.
As you are
Talking, yes.
now. Is there any way you can help me to build my POS business?
Yes. And we are not saying yes because we just want to say yes. We are saying yes because we have done it. Okay. Yes. I was running the POS. Okay, the only reason I opted that is because we left our high traffic location and we came here. So this place is not there's no high traffic here. First of all, you must be in the place of traffic. Location is important for your POS business. Yeah. You must be. That's very important. Location, traffic. There must be pedestrian traffic. People who are going and coming. You know where we were before. You know that people will come down from inside go to. They came from Shagamu. They came for party in Ikorodu. They just sell POS. They just come down. They come into our place to come and do POS. But they don't live here because anybody. That will take me to how we did it. Anybody who came to our place, we had a register. You don't just come in. Do you see you know where that book is? We got a book from our bankers. Yes. So we'll take your number. We'll take your phone number, your bank account, your name. We have your details. We don't do transactions anonymously. Whether you are cash collecting cash or you are dropping cash. No. You fill all those things. Once you fill it, then we'll open an account for you in our book. We have a book of account. You are not aware, but we'll tell you immediately. Every time you come, we'll give you a discount. But that discount is not paid to you, it's put in your account. We are accumulating it until it becomes substantial. You either use to pay for your future, charges. Like each time you...
Long-time gratification.
yes, like if you came into transfer, maybe it's 100 naira will charge you. So there's a fraction of it as discount that will put into your account. They will now also tell you that direct people to us. Each time they also come to do, they will get a discount, then we'll also give you something again from what they do. Commission for it. Let those ones also direct again. We also still give you up to the 10th generation. So what was happening? People were now referring people to come and be doing POS with us. So much so that on a Sunday when we don't open, they would rather wait till Monday morning to do the transaction. No, we're still how? Because of what they're going to get from it. Because what they're going to get from it now. I mean, if each time I go to that place, transfer for, in fact, our rates were even the cheapest. We charge the cheapest and we still give discounts. Yes. If where others were charging, say 500, we'll be charging 200. Even that 200, we still give you another discount inside. Somebody else comes, we still give discount, we still give discount again. So, what was happening? We're now having volume. People will call us while we are at home sleeping that, are you guys open now? They never open. Say never open. When are you opening? Rather than go and do it next door, they are waiting for us to open. Because of what they will get. Are you with me? So that was how we drove traffic. Different than others who were surrounding us. And our place was also comfortable. As in, you could do your business anonymously. We had a small cubicle. I had worked in a bank before. So I actually set it up as if it was a teller system. Yes, the shop was demarcated. The shop was as big as, say, from here to here. PS was just one of the things we were doing. It wasn't the main thing we were doing. Are we together? It was just by the side. They will now cut it like this. This is one office here, one office here. Then there's space here. We also now do that. So here, the door, you come into that cubicle, then the teller will attend to you. So we shut the door so nobody sees your transaction. It's so anonymous. So people just felt comfortable. So even if 10 people came, you won't know what the other guy came to do. There was anonymity. But we will always have a record. Then we now created a WhatsApp group for them. So people can complain. When they complain, everybody sees it. If we made you a promise that we are going to pay you so we didn't pay, complain, everybody will see it. So that will force us to to live up to our promise. You didn't hear me. So it's not a matter of shortchanging anybody. This is what we promised, we deliver it. If you have questions, put it there. Everybody will see it. And we also answer it publicly. There's nothing secret about it. In fact, it was so bad that when we came here, there was one person who said we didn't do what we promised. That one was also into this skincare thing, but he was producing soap. So he brought the soap. He said, but that soap, na jazz soap. You know what they mean by jazz? So they don't pre-put, they don't jazz them. Like when you use it, market go, they move. Me, I think I'm back, I don't see anything will happen. No. Now put the thing I even sold herself. Now I can't put her back for the container. I can't drop her here. Now this your guy here. Now he called the guy. Because the guy was always complaining that we probably that we go help him sell soap. We didn't sell soap. Blah 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 blah. So what's your problem? Why are you complaining? Should we ask you to come? You didn't come. So this guy now picked his phone. You are the one that called him from here that day, Abi. How did they know him? He came to just do money transfer. He came from Adamo. Is it Adamo? Maya side. It's more than Adamo side. Agbowa. Okay. 2 months in the body. Agbowa. So he came to do some transaction here. So he now came to do money transfer just by us there. That's how we trapped him. The truth is, you cannot enter our place and go away like that. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. We have people that was coming from Abeokuta. One guy was also coming from Abeokuta to come and do money transfer with us. Anytime he's in Ikorodu, he comes to our place. Rather than change money in Abeokuta, he will come here to come and do it with us. Yes, it's not jazz. It's a system. So we are coming up with that. For you, maybe I'm an accountant too, so I could do it. I'm also system savvy, so you may not be able to do that. But we are coming up with a software by the end of this month that will help you to do that. Yes, you don't have to charge the most. It's not. Yes, it's not about charging. It's about service, quality, and then value. that they perceive they are getting. Yes. And so we're not paying them. We're not paying them for transferring money through us. Who else was doing that? First of all, you get it cheap, and then we still pay you. Not only do we pay you, when you don't even transfer, and others come, we still credit your account. And then not only we credit, we advise you. As it's happening, we also advise you. We're sending them alert. But the alert was on WhatsApp. Yes. We're sending them WhatsApp alert. That this has happened on your account. This is not your account balance. So it was real time. It was live. It was live. So that encouraged people to send more people. So you sent this one sent this one sent this one. Until you got to a point, you don't even know those who are coming, and something is coming to your account. Sometimes it's 10 naira, sometimes it's 12 naira, sometimes it's 5 naira, sometimes it's 1 naira, but something is dropping in your account, and each time it happens, we send you an alert using WhatsApp. So it didn't cost us anything. Our data is already there anyway. So you see, this is how good it was. And then not only that, we're not providing education on that platform, financial education. Hello? Are we together? That's what we did. Then you two must be ready to do. You have an Android phone. You're on WhatsApp. And there's nothing else you cannot do. What's the name? Oh, okay, Adegboyega. I remember that. It's you that put Adegboyega, right? Yeah. That's Ebony Capital. Is not? You have not subscribed yet.
Not subscribed.
It's Ebony World.
It's an Ebony World. Oh, no. Oh. Amonla. Is it Amonla?
No, it's not Bala.
It's not Amonla. Okay. No, I'm talking about who brought you in.
No, I brought it.
Oh, okay, he brought you in. Okay. Okay, as you can see from our education on our platform, you have been seeing a lot of those education. But we have never seen you on our Sunday meeting.
It was actually I have issue with my phone.
Okay.
We just pull love on.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still recording.
So
Okay, let's go on. You can use just use to.
And it wasn't any what's it called? At least to alert people.
No notice.
Having no notice.
Okay,
Something like that.
okay.
So later on, I put on my phone. I saw this house.
A lot of things have happened. Okay, I think maybe we should all be sending notice reminders on those two platforms.
People are aware since Saturday and Sunday.
We just assume that all of us are aware, because normally we let our people know. But okay, we post reminders there. We'll post reminders there. On the platform. We can't send to everybody now, because once you post it, everybody should get it. We can't send to everybody individually. But once you're on that platform, anything we put there, you see it. Broadcast. But when I've tried to do broadcast, I have to go and tap in everybody individually.
On the WhatsApp now?
Yes.
And you had them up in the broadcast list.
How do you create a list? Okay, we'll go through that when we finish here.
Once you drop one message, everybody gets it.
I know, but it's to create that list that have been my challenge. Maybe we'll go to. It's also the beauty of what we do here. We get educated. It's both ways. Are we together? So once you come, I learn. He teaches, I learn. He also learns from me. That's the way it goes. Okay. Now, any other question? Go ahead. Ask any question.
Go ahead.
Sorry, please. So about introducing new intake, I don't understand. Is that what would be great?
Okay. Once you join, how much you get from the community depends on your rank. As you rise, what you get also increases. But how do I rise? What does it take for me to rise? It's not like an office where you work and they say they promoted you. You know, nobody promotes anybody here. You are the one that will promote yourself. So when you join, you are just a member. You are a member. You don't yet feature on this ladder of success because you have just joined. As you begin to share our opportunity and people are joining you to come into the community, maybe you invited another person. He invited you.
Yeah.
He invited you. So you invite maybe 2 or 3 people to also come to this. You know, I've been to a place, they talk to me like this, I think I like it. Maybe you like it too. Can we just go?
Okay, just come.
It will just come come together. Yes. When they come, we also do the talking. So by the time about 3 of them join, we'll now recognize you as a sharer, that you are sharing our opportunity effectively. Okay? At that point, you become a sharer. That's what you see here. You have taken the first step. You are now a sharer. You are now entitled to 6,000 naira plus our ID card. We give you an ID. We give you an ID card. Okay. The next thing is you still talk to more people. Okay. Now, if you get more, fine. When you get more, they can no longer be under you because the system arranges only 3 people under each person. Nobody can have more than 3. You can't, even if I bring in 1,000 people, only 3 can be directly under me. So what happens to the remaining? We use them to help people who are under you. So let's say now bring another 10. So now arrange 3 under this one, 3 under this one, 3 under this one. One more, we now put that one under this one. But that's you, only you doing it. But not your own people too must do theirs as you bring them in because he brought you in. You are doing yours. The one you also bring in, they must also do theirs. So when you are bringing in 10, this guy has also brought in maybe about 5 or 6. So the thing is just multiplying rapidly. So as soon as this row is filled, you have moved, you have become a developer. And as a developer, you would put 10K into that your business, 10K. Plus, you now get our t-shirt plus our face cap. Okay? Okay? Now, when these 3 people under you also become developers, you will become a leader. And as a leader, we put 35,000 into your business. That's in this navigator plan. Whereas if it is this plan, we are going to put in only 3,350 naira as against 35,000. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Good. Now, when those 3 become leaders and you now become a supervisor, on this navigator plan, we put 90,000 into your business as opposed to 5,000 naira in the explorer plan. Is there no difference between 5,000 and 90,000? I'm asking you, there's no difference? It's a world of difference. Especially for people who are already into some business that you are doing. If I'm not doing anything, maybe I'm a student or like this small boy now, 5K is okay for him. But for you who are already into something that you are doing, you really need capital to push your business. By the way, all these are grants. We call them grants. They are grants. You are not returning them. But as soon as these your 3 people also qualify and become supervisors by virtue of people coming into your group, you are not doing it alone. Everybody's working together. That's what we call it teamwork. The teamwork makes the dream work. Okay? Because together everybody achieves more. As soon as these your 3 people become supervisor, you also become an associate. As an associate, you are now entitled to 150,000. There are technicalities involved now. That's why the color is different. You have white, you have blue. When you get into the blue session, that's when we really begin business together. All the one we have been giving you since, we're just playing. We're just trying to see whether you are serious. No, seriously. That's not money. That's why we don't even look at it. Here we are not lending you money. We dash you 50K, we lend you 100K. That's why it's 150. When you become a consultant, we give you 400. But we dash you 150K, we lend you 250K. When as manager, we give you 650K. Of that 650K, 200K is a loan, 200K is a grant, dash, 450 is a loan. But the beauty of our loan is that we are not asking you to bring guarantor. It's not guaranteeing you. Nobody's guaranteeing anybody. It is character lending. When we give it to you, we give you a loan and we leave you alone. You don't pay interest. When you have used it and you are happy, and I say, you people take your money, and then to show appreciation that I'm happy, take this amount to the community. That's what we do. So like that. So here, as a diplomat, you collect 8 million. Of that 8 million, 1 million is dash, 7 million is a loan. Whereas here, as a diplomat, you collect 800K. Of that 800K, 100K is grant, dash, and 700K is loan. Do you understand that? Then as an ambassador, you collect 28 million here, whereas here is 2.8 million. So inside here, 3 million is a grant, whereas the grant here is 300K. And then the loan here is 25 million, whereas here is 2.5 million. Can see there's a difference, right? Then the beauty of this, because this is our flagship product, is that when you pay back this one, the community will be paying you 100,000 naira every month for the rest of your life. Every month. Well, don't ask me where that money is coming from. You will get to know later. It's like you asking your father where you're going to get money to pay your school fees. That's not your business. You need to get admission and they pay your school fees, isn't it? So let's start first. When you start, by the time you get there, you know where the money is coming from. You will jar, you see. What's your name? Eh? Dami. Now you can't understand everything from day one. Any other question? Any other question? You too, you can ask questions. So you know that we didn't take you through this. You understand? Okay. People talk to people.
And people
Understand. That's so important. Understanding will matter. Yeah, any other question? No, ask who. Thank you. Yeah, she knows. Any other question? Go ahead.
Please, what of anytime that maybe someone did not meet up, or in this kind of thing now, some people, maybe you may tell them now, concerning this group, they will say that they don't have chance because of their business. As I come now, transport and everything, I know how much I spend from Abado Oja to this place, and the stress and everything. Some people may not like to come. They may like the time for them to come to sit down and leave their business or do this. How would they do?
Okay.
Those kind of people.
Very good question. Oh, I've rubbed that one off. I said three things. There are three currencies: time, money, and health. So, but they have money. They are healthy, but they don't have time. So they are in that stage of their life. That's the second quarter and third quarter. At that time, we have health, we are healthy. We have money, we don't have time. It's okay, but you use that money and that health to buy time. If you cannot do that, there's already a problem. Are you with me now? Yes, because later they will find time, but maybe they will have lost their health. You must find time. You are Igbo. Yoruba will say, you sacrifice one for another. If all you can see is today, of course you don't have time. But if you can see tomorrow, you create that time. Because the time is coming when really you don't have time again. Are you with me now? A time is coming when you really don't have time. How can I be the one saying, no, being get in shop? Now get shop. You know if you leave them for one, I know, that will not be business. I know. Those ones, let me tell you, you are right. Warren Buffett says that if you don't find a way to earn money while you are sleeping, you will work until you die. Those ones, they will work and they want to just drop dead. You must. We mentioned earlier that was found in this room. Yes. You listen, man. I'm coming. I'm not finished. Because the answer to your question is multifaceted. How do we find time? If you don't have a way where your shop can be open while you are not there, you are just a hustler. You're not a business person. You must employ somebody there. What happens when they go to market to go and buy something? They close the shop? Or they don't go to market to go and buy something? When they have party, they don't go to party. No, or they don't have a town union meeting. They don't attend burial. So what happens? They close the shop. You must find a way for your shop to be open when you are not there. You must. Otherwise, you are not in business. You are just a hustler. You are not different from the employee who goes to work. You are just self-employed. You are your own employer. That's it. You are not yet a businessman. You are self-employed. If you want to go into business, you must be able to find how to delegate this thing to some other people. Like she says, she has a POS now. If she's the one doing that POS, she's just a hustler. She must find a way to do POS without being there. In fact, there was a guy they robbed in Ibadan, a POS operator. They robbed him. I don't know if you saw it, they killed him. But the guy has more than 10 POS outlets. Can he be in those 10 at the same time? So he has a system. That's what Ebony is about. It's about helping you to build a system. You must have a system that ensures that you don't need to be there for something to happen there. If you need to be there, you are an employee. Just that you are self-employed. You're not different, you're an employee yet, you are still an employee. So those ones, they are still employees. That's number one. Number two is that even employees can still be involved. How? We are online. We teach 247, offline and online. There's nothing we are teaching you now that we're not teaching online. We're on YouTube. I'm recording now. If we find it interesting, it goes to YouTube. So everything we have taught you now, will be available on YouTube. If it doesn't go to YouTube, if it's too local, we don't feel that it measures, because YouTube, we have international audience. We cannot control that. But we have another audience that we have built, which is for semi-local on Telegram. We push it to our Telegram platform. So everything I'm telling you now, even though it didn't come, you can go to that Telegram and you will hear it live as I'm talking to you. So nothing is removed. We don't edit it. So what else does he want? I didn't go. I heard everything that they said. What else do I want to? People, when they do meeting, maybe a minute of meeting they record. They don't record everything. When they meet again, they say, read the last minute of the last meeting. They are not able to repeat the whole thing verbatim. They just summarize it and say, anybody has any problem? Nobody. And so they go on with it. But this one is not even edited. All your comments, like that from where I read just now, you will hear them inside. No, see, that's why I was saying, please lower it. Even all this one, our side talk, as I talk, they pick them up. As we're talking just now, that woman was grinding pepper. If you listen to it, you are going to hear it inside. So what else does he want to? You don't need to come here if really you are interested. But what we've got is not everybody is really interested. They need it, but they can't pay the price. There's a price you need to pay for the price that you are looking for. That freedom is not free. There's a price you pay for freedom. We are saying that you are going to come for freedom, but you don't want to pay the price. We can't help you. We can't help you. There's a price you must pay. Sorry, madam. I'm not begging anybody. You are in chains. You say you are okay with your chains. We'll leave you with your chains. Why should I unchain you if you are not ready to be unchained? You cannot free a slave who doesn't want to be free. If you set him free, we still go back there. He's happy there. So it's not everybody. We know that. Or it's not everybody who will be ripe for it at the same time. It may not be ripe for it now, but something will happen tomorrow that will not say, that thing that you told me that time, I bet it's still there. How many people? They say Ebony don't collapse. How many? Don't happen several times. You know what I mean? They don't register, they don't disappear. They say, this one they also come out. You know, one actually went to this one's group. He actually went to broadcast that we have collapsed. Why? Because we have left one shop. He didn't know that we have gone to a bigger. He said, I'm not telling you now. Everybody don't collapse. No, know that we have actually moved to a bigger place. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, how can we reach the people that is outside Lagos?
We are reaching them. Online. Yes.
Like East.
Okay, now listen. No, please, one person. Even in the East, there are ways we do it. We tell them we're having our meeting. We can do video of this meeting now, so they'll be part of this meeting. Sometimes we have Zoom meeting. Sometimes we have Telegram meeting. But more than this, they can also access us on Sunday night, 9 to 10 o'clock, where we are having our meeting, 9 to 10, on WhatsApp. So even if they are not on all those ones, they can on WhatsApp. We teach from 9 o'clock to 10. At that time, everybody attend from the comfort of their room. You don't need to be here. So you can be in Abuja, can be in Lagos, can be next door. Doesn't matter. From the comfort of your room, you attend. You have any question, you ask, and somebody will answer you. Are you together? So yes, we can be reached anyhow. Then we expect. Listen, we expect. If you bring in somebody from Enugu, don't bring in somebody you are not ready to mentor. I think I need to draw this one now. We drew it in the beginning, but we need to draw it again so you understand perfectly. This is our community here. Ebony World. This is the public. That's the public where your people you want to bring in are, right? But here, there's a screen. Screen Ebony World from the people that everybody must pass through this screen to enter Ebony World. And that is the registration. Are we together? It's called EWC MLM. EWC MLM. Ebony World Capital multi-leverage mentoring, multi-level mentoring. Okay? Then, but this thing is not moving. We are not moving. You are the one that is moving to go and tell these people. So you are here. So this is you, your brand. Your brand. You represent your brand. the value you are bringing. So when we are reaching out to the world, they don't see me, they don't see the community, they don't even see this system. It is you that they are seeing. Are we together? Do you understand? The person in Enugu is not seeing us, so now you they see you. So it is you that have to package yourself properly. Because you are the one that is going to mentor them. When you have mentored them, you now bring them into the system. As they are coming in, they first of all encounter this machine. So they now decide where they want to enter through. Is it Explorer? Is it Navigator? Is it Range? Is it Phantom? So they enter through, like me now, I entered through all the doors, all of them. That's why you have about 3 stars. Okay? I entered through Explorer, I entered through Navigator, I entered through Range, I entered through Phantom. So that when I go out to market, anyhow, you go enter one. If you not fit, enter this one will catch you. If you don't enter this one will catch you. Unless you say you don't want to do at all. You don't understand. There are some places I will go to go and talk. If you talk to them about 10,000, they don't even want to hear you at all. You are not talking. You are not in their league. Are you with me? So, it is you. So it is you that opens the door for them to get here. When they come in, they now become part of the system. But you are the one that brought them. You are the one that now begins the process of mentoring. You are the one that is teaching them. Don't give back to children that you cannot nurture. This will not be your picking. They come with you, Abi. You do give them somebody else to go and start helping you to bring up. It's the same thing. When you give back to children inside Ebony, be ready to nurture them. Even the only time you go feel mentor, bring them. But there will be somebody that will support you. But it's your own primary responsibility to mentor them. You still have parents.
Yes, mother.
But you still have your mother still alive. So she's the grandmother to these children. So she can also take care of them, right? But it's your primary responsibility to take care of them. It's the same thing. So your grandmother will be there to support you, to give you back up. But now they're your own children, they don't be your own children. It's the same thing. We brought you in. You are the one bringing people in. They're your children. You have a duty to mentor them. Okay? We'll just show you how best to do it. Are you together? So don't bring in people that you are not ready to also support. Because you bring in people from Enugu. Me, I don't know them. I know them before. You mean that you know them? I will tell you this is how you can help them, this is how you can help them. It's not left for you to help, because the more you help them, the higher you quickly rise. And the quicker they also get it, the better for you. Okay?
Okay, so concerning what you said, that means if I'm bringing people and I need them to join or what you're saying, so that means I need to join the WhatsApp group or whatever group you are talking about.
Yes.
So for them to get the information. So is it me joining the group that will be able to mentor them?
No. Everybody who joins Ebony, whether you or them, we put them on that group as long as they are on WhatsApp. So they also hear from us firsthand. They will hear from us firsthand. But it is you that know them personally. When they have difficulty, they are going to run to you first, not me. It's when you cannot help them that you come back to me and say, Oga, see, what do I do? So it is you that have to provide all that support. Education, they will get education from us directly. They will get us on WhatsApp. They will get us on YouTube. They will get us on Telegram. They will get us on Facebook. They will get us on Instagram. We are just everywhere. They can talk to us directly. They don't need you as intermediary. Our phone number is there. They just call. Okay? But for them to get personal touch, now you go still give that personal touch. When I say personal touch, as in relationship, personal relationship. You understand that? Because I don't know them the way you know them. Likewise, the people they will bring in, as we are mentoring you, you are mentoring them. Those idiots are also mentoring some other person. So it's multi-level mentoring. For instance, I brought him in directly. But I'm the one talking to you now. But when you have issues, you are allowed to call him first, because now he call you now. When he's having difficulty, he will call me. It's the same thing. Do you get that? Yes, that's the way it works. It's multi-level mentoring. But the more you know, the more you're able to attend to them, the more leadership you're able to provide to them, the more confident they will become, and the faster they will grow. Otherwise, overtake is allowed here. Overtake is allowed. If you bring them in, they are sharper than you. They will rise. They can overtake you. It's not because you brought them in, therefore they will be under you. No. Like this one now. You know, this one brought all these people in, right? You know that this one can become associate, while this one is still developer. As long as your structure is moving. You don't look at the person who brought you, you look at your own falan around here. Tara ẹni là ń ṣe kí ni o. Àti o lè parí owó yẹn, àwọn kan wọ́n lè parí ẹ̀. Àìtètè mólè, wọ́n ló lè sá lọ. Is that how you interpret that one? Àìtètè mólè ńkọ́?
That's the mother one.
Ó lè mú lóko. Mọ́dà wọn ni pé ó lè sá lọ. Yes o. Any other question? Any other question?
And everybody must be in WhatsApp or have WhatsApp.
No. It's not a must, but it is good. This is the age. We don't live age. Is there anybody that doesn't have phone? Even your mama for village get phone. Before not be so. We don't pass that age say I don't fit do WhatsApp. How you know if you do WhatsApp? If you don't fit do WhatsApp, give your pikin your pikin do WhatsApp for you. Abi? Can't you don't know what they call WhatsApp? You know it. Can you do WhatsApp?
Yes, but the one that
Yeah, the one that do what?
the one that
This kid don't disgrace my it's like we open up for him. I like that. So that is it now. I know if you do it, my pikin fit do it. That is it. That is it too. So if anybody can do it, you must have kids that can do it.
Lastly, sir, so we can come in as an explorer at the same time as a
Navigator.
as well as
All the yes, all of them.
Buy all the vehicles.
You can buy their vehicles. You can buy all of them, and then you wait now. You now decide which one you want to use depending on the occasion.
And they can upgrade systematically to all the
You can also upgrade, but I have all of them. But it depends.
How would you upgrade?
Okay, by buying a new plan. If I come in with Explorer, next week I can buy Navigator. Next time I can buy Range. I don't need to buy all of them at the same time. I upgrade by just buying a higher plan. I don't be buying it. I'm buying it as long as I have the resources. The reason being this. You came in through Navigator. The system is so beautiful. Whether you like it or not, if you do it well, you are going to end up in Phantom, whether you like it or not. We automatically upgrade you. There's a way you get, if you get here, you have not upgraded yourself to Range, we will automatically upgrade you ourselves. From this 150, from this money that you have earned, you know that it's a grant. Rather than give you the entire 150, we use 100 to upgrade you and give you 50. So that one upgrades you straight to Range. Whether you like it or not, you go there. Everybody will get there, but there's a problem. What's that problem? Let's say this man that brought you in is not in Range. It's not in Range. So it can no longer be your upline in Range. We'll assign it to somebody else because it's not there waiting for you. Because it's not on that plan. It's not by force, so everybody with your own. But if you know, say you have people sharp, we go, better go and they there, they wait them. So anytime they come, they'll meet you there. So you can benefit directly from them. It's so important. So as you are rising, you're also watching to ensure that, hey, I don't miss out on anybody. Or you can even be lucky. You can even be lucky, even though you are in a Navigator, you can just be talking to somebody who you don't know is big enough, and that person says, okay, I want the Range. What then do you do? Many people right now, there's somebody who came in through Explorer, right? He has somebody who wants to do Navigator. He's prevented one from registering for Navigator because he's not a Navigator. Now, who is he holding down? Me? He's holding himself down. Because he who wants to keep you down must stay down with you. Yes, you can't move. He's trying to keep that guy, doesn't he keeping himself down. Selfish. And whereas and I don't want to talk about that, that's another thing. But the thing is, position yourself properly so that when people want to join, you can. No, don't be sorry, go ahead.
I think the basic things as a fresher,
Yes.
you're just coming in
Yes.
as an
Yes.
explorer.
Yes.
The basic
Or even
thing
as a navigator.
we need As a navigator,
Yes.
we need much of training.
I agree with you.
Consecutive training. It's towards that training. You know, a lot of things is happening outside there. For you to bring people in, it might not be that easy. We need to be candid. So after a lot of training and the rest, you will be able that you are on your own. You could be able to explain, okay, what Because to be sincere, all this chance, I'm not really getting it. It's just be like, so we need much of over and over training. So
Good.
by the time I
Good.
understand all this, that's
Good.
when you'll be able to speak another person. Because you can't just go outside there. There is something called Ebony and the rest. People might know, because I, as a person, have done enough of multi-level that I find
You got yourself burnt.
out. Yes.
Now let me answer that. You know, I said that each of our plane is a vehicle. So I now take my vehicle out. I drive. I reach Agric. The light is showing red. So what do? I stop. Because I can see far, I can see also the light at Ogolonto. That one is also showing red. Suddenly, my one is now showing green at Agric here. And I keep on waiting for the other one to show green before moving. Will I ever leave here? You didn't hear me? You didn't hear my analogy? I should take it again. I'm driving. I get to Agric. There's traffic light there. It shows red. What do? I stop. Now there's another light, traffic light at Ogolonto. That one is showing red. So both of them are showing red. Then suddenly, this one shows green. And I look forward. That one is still showing red. What should I do? Should I stop or move?
You move.
Oh, I should move. So I should not wait until Lord then show green.
No.
I cross it when I reach it. That's what I'm telling you. You are waiting to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to start. But to be perfect, you must start.
Well, I'm starting now.
No, when I say starting, carry the message as raw as you have received it. Mister, I never understand that well. Wait now. I'm telling you if I were you. Because if you are waiting to know everything, if you say you're going to know this everything in one day,
Yeah, I just believe in knowledge. I want
that's
to
what I'm
learn.
saying. So
That's
it's knowledge on the go. So as you are going, whatever you have heard today, you just heard I said spread the message. Spread the message of what?
Ebony.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? It's all I ever had. Bob Marley, go and look for it. If you Google it, you will see the song. Help me to sing the song of freedom. That's what I'm asking you to do. Sing it for them. Look, sister, this thing is good, though. But what if you get help, make it a therapy down so I can be a little free? Are you interested? Say yes. Follow me. I'm not telling you any other thing. I don't even know what to tell you. Yes, so how much time do you spend on this? What about if you can? It's a way you can have more time free for yourself. Will you be interested? Of course, I'll be interested. Follow me. So where? If they don't follow you, they don't trust you. If they trust you, they will follow you. So if they don't trust you, is that my own problem? No, if they don't trust you, how is that my own challenge? It's your challenge because the reason they don't trust you is that yesterday you probably deceived them. Last year, you probably told them a lie. So they ask you to prove it. Are you with me now? If you are trustworthy, you are reliable, you are dependable, there is integrity, they'll say because it is you. Now because now you, okay, I'll go. I don't even understand, but register me. Have you not seen that happening before? People join because of people. So you've got to, that's what I said before, hustle until you get to that point where you never have to introduce yourself again. They say, if not that man, forget, Naim. Are you with me now? Don't wait until you are part. I understand what you're saying. I don't understand all the whole plan. So how do I communicate it? If you are waiting until you understand all this whole plan, you are not going to live, you are not living the ground floor. And you will never understand it until you start doing. The learning is in the doing. It doesn't matter how much I talk. Until you start doing it. Okay, it's like somebody saying that, they take you to a swimming school. You say, I'm not going to enter the water until I know perfectly how to swim. How are you ever going to know how to swim without entering the water? If I teach you 6 years, this thing, until you go out there, you won't understand. Because even with still a trust question, where we say we'll scratch our heads more like this. We say, okay, can I answer that question tomorrow or next tomorrow? I'm going back to go and consult. Are you with me? Don't go and make your mistakes. It's okay. We too, we've made mistakes. Go ahead. Don't be afraid of your mistakes. Make more mistakes. The faster you make your mistake, the faster you learn. You are going to learn from your mistakes. Here we encourage you to make the mistakes. Are we together? I was in a place. Wait, everything I said today, can you repeat it outside? I've recorded it, by the way. We'll post it. Are you on Telegram?
No.
Oh, please be on Telegram, because this is too big to go on WhatsApp. We'll post on Telegram. We'll just only put the link on our data. Oh no, you don't download the Telegram. Download Telegram. If you download Telegram now, we'll see you. They will tell us that you have downloaded. We'll just log you onto that our forum. No, Telegram. Go to Play Store now. You download Telegram. Play Store. You download Telegram. It's just like WhatsApp. You download it. Once you download it, you have to be verified. Once you are on, we will get notice because you are on our phone book already. Anybody on your phone, immediately they join Telegram. Telegram will notify you that this person is on Telegram. So we welcome you, and then we'll log you onto we have a Telegram channel, we have a Telegram group. Because the channel we use for broadcasting, for interacting, when we do live presentation. Yes, so we do all those. So it's a complete system. That's the truth. It's a complete system. But don't wait until you are perfect. To become perfect, you must start. Start where you are as you are. Okay? You don't go join them again. Oh my God. No, that's the first thing you will hear. Oh my God. So you understand? Oh my God. You don't know my God. 1.5. You should not 1.5 you do. If it's 1.5 you can talk about, because that's what you can afford to lose. Or is it 10? I don't know. What did she do? Is it Explorer or Navigator? Oga, you're not with us. It's Explorer. That's 1.5 now. Or is it more than 1.5? No, talk. There's nothing hidden here. We can explain to you. Talk. How much did you pay? 10,000? 2,000? 2.5. Because you went for a program, for a training, right? Was it the fish training or which training?
For training.
Training. Which training?
So
which one is you booked for?
no, it's ready to book for her. She wants to do fish. She wants to do teleculture.
Okay, now we have training sessions. That's different from Ebony. But as part of our graciousness, we say that anybody who attends our training, we give them a free membership of Ebony. Yes. So what he has just done, even though they say it's 1.5, you have not paid for your membership. He has just gratuitously given you that membership. You are paying for the training. For that training, how much will it be after September? 20K. It's going up. We are raising it. Are we together? Because people that are coming in, we want to give them membership of Navigator, no more Explorer. So we are also raising the bar. That training you attended, others are going to pay 20,000, 25, 30,000 for the same training that we are going to attend for your 2.5. Do you understand? So talk about it. It's not. I was waiting for somebody today. The one who said from Berigbe, but the person didn't come again today. Now, don't probably pay 5,000 to also join Ebony. Now he marketed the person. I was telling the person that it's 1.5. That was shocked. That can it be 1.5? I said because we have another program in Berigbe. In Berigbe we are running a cooperative. Are you together? So people pay to join the cooperative, and then we give them a complimentary membership of Ebony. But they enjoy all the benefits of the cooperative, and they also, on top of that, they enjoy the benefit of Ebony membership. Yes, so it depends totally on each person. Like she's into cosmetology, okay? Now, having joined, you can begin a program on teaching cosmetology to other people. You are running a class. Didn't you pay to learn it? Or you didn't pay? Your mommy taught you?
No.
You didn't pay? No, talk now. You didn't pay. You taught yourself?
No.
You paid? Or they didn't charge you?
I paid for the product. I paid.
No, for who taught you? I thought you said you are mixing. You buy and sell.
No. What will actually happen is like it's an organization. Like it was
NGO.
organized.
Okay.
Yes.
They trained you.
Yes.
Somebody paid for you. You just don't know it. It wasn't free. Somebody paid. Yeah, somebody paid. Somebody sponsored it. So there's payment for it. Yes. Any other? Yes.
What is
Sorry, before you go, have I answered your question? Go.
ministry have to do with this company? Like someone that has a church or a ministry prayer ground.
Oh, awesome. You have taken us to another angle. You see, this, our Ebony, is an umbrella for everything. In fact, like he said, Ebony is actually doing the work of God. What's the work of God? Love your neighbor. Trust, build trust, integrity. Stop lying. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Bribery, envy, stealing, arrogance, drunkenness. Drop all these ones before you can come into Ebony. To become our member, there's total character transformation. That's what the Bible is also asking. Okay? We just want to go and pray, but we don't want to change. God is not going to hear such prayers. And when you have changed, you pray little. Dependability, focus, optimism, consistency. All these characteristics. Okay, that's number one. Number two. Do you know what do people pray for when they come? First, financial breakthrough. Abi, let me tell you the truth. If you remove money problem from people's life, all this your prayer, it will come down small. All the shouting, screaming and falling up and down, it will come down. This is not how they talk. Now they run church, I know what I'm talking about. Remove the financial problem, economic problem from people's lives. 60% of marriage problems is from money no day. If money is day, the thing where they vex, they kill each other about. Nah, small, nah money. Now because money no day. Are we together now? So this enables us to address that. That's on that level by bringing people in. So we begin to empower them so that they can get themselves busy to find something to do. But that is not even it. Where you are praying, say where two or three are gathered together in His name is there. That's the church already. Okay? That's the church. So what we do, when you enter, I don't want to talk about that, but I'll talk about it now. When you enter here, this phase 2, several things will happen. Several things. This is where the game begins. We'll give you 150 for that's your business that we have been putting money into. But of that 150, 50,000 is grant, 100,000 is loan. Are you listening to me? Hello? Are you with me? After 3 months maximum, you must return our 100,000. But we tell you to go and use the entire 150 in your business for 3 months until it becomes 300K. When it becomes 300K, you have made 100,000 on this one. You have made 100,000 on this one. If I gave you 150,000, madam, to use for your business for 3 months, can you grow it to 300,000 in 3 months? Ma? What's your profit? What's your profit turn around like? If I give you 100,000, I put it to a business, how much can you make in a month?
100K.
Yes. How much can you make in a month on that 100K?
Double it.
Ma?
About double it.
You double it. It's okay. 100%. In other words, if I give her this 150K, in a month it can become 300K. But me, I'm even giving her 3 months to do that. So even if she's having a 50% capacity, in 3 months she'll be able to multiply that to not only just 300K can become 450K in her hands. But me, I'm just saying, okay, let us say it's only 300K. You're able to make 100%. Okay? When I say, okay, from that 300K, return our 100K to us, because that's the one that we lent you. Are we together? When you have returned it, you take 10% of it. You pay yourself. Because you do the work. Go and save that. 10% of all you earn is yours to keep. That's another training. We teach that again. That's how you become rich. Okay? Keep that one for yourself. Then take another 10%. Go to that church where they pray. Maybe that's they pray for you for church. Go and pay 10% to your pastor or to the church where you worship as your own appreciation of God. Say it's God that giveth us power to make wealth. They will not take another 10,000 last to come and thank Ebony community and say, now wait, gonna give me money. Una thank you. Are we together? So you are left with 70,000 because here you have paid us our 100. From the 100 on top, you have used 30,000 to settle everybody, including yourself. You're not left with 70. But here you still made another 50,000 on this one. See that 50,000 profit that you made on this one. You are going to take 30% of it and go and meet Baba and say, Baba, thank you very much for showing me the road. 30% of 50,000 is how much? 15K. That 15K you are going to give and say, Baba, thank you very much for showing me road. We call that one appreciation or loyalty bonus. To tell him, Baba, I'm still loyal. Now, if Baba brought in 10 people, each of them must go and pay him that loyalty. Are we together? Likewise, if you to bring in 10 people, you bring 100, all of them also to come and pay their own loyalty to you. So, madam, you are the one that asked that question. You that you brought them in, they are coming back to come and pay their loyalty. Even now, maybe the church is different from the prayer group, but the prayer group, now you they organize the prayer group. So they are still coming back to come and pay 15%. I mean, 30% of whatever we give them here. So when we give them 150 here and they made money, they must come and pay you 45,000. When they come here, they must pay you 60,000. When they come here, they must pay you 90,000, 120, 210, 300, and then here it's about 900,000. That they must pay you as loyalty. That I'm loyal. You bring them in once. Anytime they get to that point, they must all begin to pay you. So that's how they help your ministry. If it's also church, say a church, they run inside ministry again, they must still also pay tithe. On that our own. Now, what this helps you to do now is that because you are the head of the group, you are monitoring your people, you are helping them to grow. Person when we pay, you go say we not pay them. You go see her now. If you never come pay tithe, you go ask her, so what did happen to your business? You never pay Ebony. You don't pay Ebony. Church, no, madam, listen. You are laughing. It's a very serious matter with us. For us, no. For us, it's very, very serious. You know why it's very serious? Because if we have agreed, we have taught you what to do. You have said, yes, that's how I'm going to do. We take your word for it. We don't need any other person to come and prove it. But if for any reason, we are told that you actually told us a lie, you are still here. You still revel in this one. You still revel in cheating. Cheating the system. That machine will block you straight away. Not be me, it will block you. You are never going to get anything from the community again. So if we say, let us do it like this, no stories told, though. Go and do it. Because what we have told you we will do our own. You to do it, go and do your own. We don't give excuses, we don't take excuses. Because the machine not they hear any of those things. I'm sorry, not they hear us. I beg not the inside. That's why I know. They're not they talk all that one. Now it's automated, it's automatic. Once we begin like that, we don't key to the thing that bam, we don't block you with that. Then we say there's no guarantor. We know they give guarantee on this one. We know they take collateral, nothing. What if he refuses to pay our money back to us? What if he refuses to pay? We are not even going to call you and say where our money. We won't even call you. No, talk of sending somebody after you. We won't even call you. We won't give you a call. The system will block you. When the system block you, now your people will block. Not you block. Now you block. Your people will still do what they're supposed to do. So once your people come here like this, you will still rise to this point, and instead we say allocate 400 to you. You will not collect this 400. When your people rise to this 400, instead we say allocate 650 to you. You will see it. You will never be able to collect it again. Now so they go. Is the big? We will not suffer that kind of loss. Because of 100,000, we now lose more than 50 million. And they will still graduate you to, range later. You don't do it. If you do it, you are just hurting yourself.
Now, what is the member, the member that happens to?
What member?
No, I'm not talking. Now, you are talking about the person that brought the other people. So, I mean the people that are coming in. What if it happens to them? Like, if they are the one that did it. Yes.
They are the one that going to suffer it.
Okay, so I'm talking about affect.
It will affect you. Everybody for himself. No, it doesn't affect. Everybody want that only. Yes. They will not visit your own sin upon him. Will not visit your sin upon the people you have brought in either. Everybody for himself knew. Yes, everybody answered their own father's name here. Even though we are working together, everybody stand for themselves. If you don't want to pay, that's your business. But encourage them to pay so that they can benefit. But that's why all the mentoring comes in. You follow up with them to ensure that they don't default. So by the time you have helped them and they've gotten to this point, you are free because they themselves are not also encouraging their own people. They know what to do exactly. They know what to do. The reason we are doing it like this so that because we are preparing for the bank. As bank begin to see money moving through your account, they also want to lend you money. You must learn how to go pay back loan that you have collected. When you pay it back, you get more from the bank. There's no limit to how far you can grow. So money is not the problem. Character is the problem. So that's what we are trying to address here. Madam, are we together? That's what we are trying to address. Character, that's so important. Once you address that, all these other things will fall in place. I think on that note, we can bring this class to a close. Right? Thank you very much.